Hey y'all, it's me, Dree. I need y'all to really ground with me for this one because today I don't have a light message. This message is one of those moments where something becomes very clear. And I have to warn you that once you see it, you cannot unsee it. My reading today, it involves a situation around a child. And the truth is that I want to say clearly, no child should ever be placed in a position where they are at the mercy of an adult's choices, especially when those adults' choices are lacking in alignment, morals, and values. So, if this message has found you, trust that it was for a reason. I need you to listen to me with clarity, not with emotion. Because what's being shown here, it requires awareness, discernment, and most importantly, it requires action. So let's start at the beginning. I have the vernal equinox reverse. This card tells me that there's something here that's going to require your action. And also, it's coming within a very short period of time. This acting point, it has not been stepped into yet, but the time for it, that's here. Excuse me. Then the Six of Cups. So the action that needs to be made, it's revolving around a familiar, tender, and innocent dynamic. This connection, dynamic, it's deep. This is soul tie energy. So I'm getting, for a lot of you, this connection, it involves a child or a relationship where a child is at the heart of a situation. And with the Seven of Coins, this is not something random. This is a situation that y'all have history with. I'm getting that there has been real time invested here. And this situation, it's one that has required a lot of patience and a lot of intentional energy to figure out. It's something that has been building up over time and is now ready to come to fruition. Next is sunrise. This is clarity coming in. This card is important because this card tells me that this clarity, it's not light. This clarity, it's dark. And it's showing you something that has actually been an obstacle for you this entire time. Then we arrive at Clover. So there was an experience here. Something that was intense, charged, unexpected, and also short-lived. And then we get clouds. Because of that experience, this has left a lot of people confused. And for you especially, I'm sensing hesitation and doubting yourself around this situation entirely. Because the clarity that has landed, it did not come in clean. But regardless of that, it's still present. Then the Crown of Thorns. So this was not a clean energy exchange. There is a pattern here that is tied to sacrifice, humility, and suffering. Kerosene. The energy around this situation, it feels, I'm sorry, I just need to adjust my phone is like, it keeps going dark and I don't know if it's recording or not. Sorry, guys. So then we get to kerosene. So the energy around this situation, it feels unstable and unpredictable. And it feels like if it's pushed too hard, it can escalate very quickly. Possibly even become volatile. But with the White Rabbit, I'm getting that y'all have already gone down the rabbit hole on this. Y'all have already started to investigate this dynamic. And now you're finally getting to the bottom of something that was hidden for a long time that is now being brought into the light. So the guidance here is, it's very clear. This is a moment where you need to rely on your inner knowing. You need to trust what you see. And you need to heed the call. Because right now, you're being asked to wake up from a version of reality that you've been operating in before now. So let's get into the second column. I've got the Eight of Cups. So you're being guided right now to walk away from something that has become emotionally unfulfilling. This is not something that is nourishing you emotionally anymore. And it is time for you to let it go. With the King of Cups reverse, the person involved in this situation is somebody who is overly emotional right now, but also manipulative, withdrawn, and emotionally unavailable. This energy is not grounded, and it definitely does not provide you with any emotional safety. Then we have the King of Coins. So the shift here for you is a shift into stability, security, dependability. This is you knowing your worth. And more than that, this is you standing in it. Because then we have the Empress. This is y'all stepping into a nurturing, protective, grounded energy. This is creation. This is care. This is y'all choosing what is healthy and sustainable at this time. With Yarn, I'm getting that this situation has been very complicated. It's tangled, messy. It's all tied up. And there are multiple layers here that have been difficult to sort through. And also layers that have yet to be explored. Birds, there has been chatter around this situation. Busy noise, possibly gossip. There's no questioning it. There has been a lot of talking. But out of all the talking, none of it has been from clarity. Walking boots, this is your confirmation. You are meant to walk away. You are meant to choose independence and to exit this energy completely. Because this is the center of it all. Child. There is an innocent dynamic at the center of this situation. Something, like I said earlier, is tender. Something that requires protection. This ties directly back into the whole story that we saw in the first column. And the answer here is yes. The answer is yes. This card confirms exactly what you are hesitating on. It is saying clearly, there is truth here that needs to be seen. Fortress. This truth is going and does require strong boundaries, protection, and holding your ground. This is not letting this energy back in. And then map. This is a new direction, a new path that y'all are now charting forward. I'm getting that you may not have every detail yet, but you know the direction that you need to go. Okay, we'll move to column 3, which is the last one. I've got 6 of Swords reversed, which is telling me this situation is not improving. It's not moving forward. And in fact, this situation is one that goes from bad to worse. There is no progress here. What there are is delays. And the energy itself is unstable. And that's important because what I'm presenting here is not distortion. This is real. There is real live trouble in your energy field. Then we get to the Star, which says that there is hope. There is healing too. But those things, they do not come before the truth. They only come after. And then the 4 of Coins reverse. This is where everything in this whole situation gets stripped down to the bones, because less is more here. The less distractions, the more clearly you can see. And this is you reevaluating priorities and letting go. I'm getting that the collective, y'all can feel this. Because with Ring of Keys, there has already been a shift in your heart. And you know distinctively that something here has changed. There are multiple opportunities that are present right now. Multiple pathways. Multiple ways for access. And also your power. Elephant, this is saying to keep your wits about you, to stay aware, stay grounded, because this situation requires wisdom. And with Geese, this is a movement with purpose, migration, knowing exactly where it is that you're going. This is not random movement. This is direction. And you are being guided to move forward. with intention, with alignment, and without abandoning what it is that actually matters. I didn't hold up the cards for all of this, but I'm getting right now that there's a lot of hesitation because this situation or this event that's in front of you, it's not unfolding the way that it should at this very time. Fishing pole. This is asking you to go deep, reflect fully, extend yourself where necessary, because with broken heart, that's exactly what this is. This is a broken heart. This is devastation. This is a soul that is not healing. Before I close, I do want to acknowledge what's sitting at the base of all this. Wheel of Fortune. This is a decisive moment, a turning point. This is where the collective is being asked to set the record straight and to choose empathy so that peace and harmony can be restored. And the deterioration around this whole situation can finally end, because you're seeing it clearly now. There was a purposeful distraction. Something was used to confuse you. Queen of Cups. You can feel this. You've been feeling this. Your intention, your intuition, it already knows this. Dolphins. There is a desire here for peace and harmony, and to restore the balance. Mice. This situation has been draining. It causes stress, anxiety, but most importantly, there has been a slow deterioration over time. And the distraction or the deceit, that was intentional. That was meant to throw you off their scent, to pull your attention away from the truth. It literally says, look here, not there, on this card. And then the last deck, Optical Illusion, confirms it. What you were seeing, it was not what it actually was. Ballet shoes. You are being asked to focus, to stay balanced, and to be intentional with your movement, because effort is very much required here. And we have yarn again, which confirms this is a messy situation. It's complicated with a lot of moving parts. And at the center of it all is not only a child, but also there is a made-up story. So, the message here is pretty simple. You see the truth. You know the truth. And now it's time for you to move with clarity and to stop sitting in distortion. I want to say this clearly. You were shown this message today for a very specific reason. And I'm going to be honest, when I pulled these cards, I felt the hesitation to go deeper with this. And I felt even more hesitation about recording and posting this. But the truth is, I'm not just a tarot reader. I am a truth seer. And I stand for truth in spaces where most people carry fear. And these cards, there is no questioning it. They landed on my table today for a very clear reason. So, whoever this message is resonating with, this is your sign. Pay attention, because the time for inaction is ending. And what you choose to do here and with all of this, it matters, because it determines the direction your reality moves next. And that's, you either move towards alignment or you stay in misalignment. But whatever you do, this situation, as it stands, it's already in a full-blown collapse. So the real question is, are you going to stay tied to something that is falling apart? Or are you going to rise and move towards what you know is right? That's the message that I have for y'all today. I'm going to say, where there is love, there is light. And if you can't see the light, then you got to tell yourself, there must not be any love either. The best thing to do, love yourself, because that's where it all starts. With love comes the light. There's no other way around it. I'll see you guys in the next one.